Hello once again, YouTube. Chris the Nightbringer here, bringing you some Starmade action. When we left off, I showed you a whole bunch of my magnificent drones. They're over here by the blinding sunlight of the fucking star that's nearby. So here they all are. Of course, we went over these in the last episode that I posted of my Starmade adventures. Today, I will be going over two of the shuttles that I completed. You may have seen these in the past. They were under construction. It took me fucking forever to complete them because I hated their construction. It was just a pain in the ass, and eventually I gave up on proportions and just went with how it looked. So it's not to proportion in some spots. I don't really care because it was mostly done anyway when I did that. So we'll be going over those two, and I'll be showing you that magnificent beast in the background. It's not finished still. If you watched my last episode, I mentioned it then as well. So here we have the Amar shuttle. Let me just give you a nice shot of this magnificent ship. Ignore the debris there on the left because for some reason the server doesn't save the fact that I destroy asteroids. Like, I mine the fuck out of them, they're gone, they're deleted. They're delete. Literally delete. And then I get back on the next day and there's like little crumbs of the asteroid left. I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, here is the Amar shuttle from EVE Online. If you don't know already, I build ships from EVE Online in Starmade. That's my thing because I really like those ships. I'm not going to get too much into it. Before we get inside, I would just like to mention... Here, let me get out from underneath this motherfucker. If you don't know anything about EVE Online, basically, your character is called a capsuleer, and they get inside a capsule, and this is a capsule right here, and what this thing does is it connects to you through your spine, just like in the Matrix, some crazy ass shit, and then it takes it a step further, and you put this capsule into a ship, which all the ships are retrofitted so that a capsule can be like used with it, and basically you control spaceships with your mind. So yeah, it's really cool. I like it. It's a fucking genius way of doing it. There's still crew members on some ships, but they're only on the bigger ships, and they're supposed to be a skeleton crew. So that's pretty neat. But all of the ships can either be flown by a capsuleer or an actual crew of members on the ship, or a ship crew or whatever. Flown by actual people that have all their respective positions and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Here's a capsule that I made just so you know how big this thing is compared to the other ships that I'll be showing you in the future. Capsule is 4 meters long. So here you have an idea of how big it is. So yeah, we're going to take a look at the Amar shuttle now. None of these ships are armed. They're strictly for transporting people. They have chairs and shit in here and stuff. So if we activate the gravity unit, this is the airlock for the Amar shuttle. And you come inside, and there's this side, and you can go to the other side, which has more room for peoples, of course. And I think in the future I'm just going to get rid of these doors and see if I can make this hallway a bit bigger so that these two areas are connected, because I did that on the other ship. Excuse me. So I think I'll just do that. Back here we actually can see where the capsule is in the ship. I don't actually know if the capsule is here on the ship. I'm just going with my best judgment because I've seen diagrams of some of the EVE Online ships, and it specifically tells you where things are inside the ship, like the bridge and the capsule and where the crew quarters are. So that's pretty cool, but I mean, this is a fucking shuttle. You don't even... There's like no reason to fly this thing in EVE Online ever. There's not even a reason to own it, really. So people don't care about drawing up schematics for this ship, obviously. So here's a capsule. There's some engine stuff in here just for show, sort of. There's more engines behind it, and some decorative panels and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Coming back through here, we actually can go up to the front and get to the actual bridge, or the cockpit. There's no windows on this. From what I understand, a lot of Amar ships don't have windowed cockpits. I saw a diagram of one of the ships, or possibly two of the ships, and the bridge of that ship was just dead smack in the middle of the ship. Like, there was no exposure to any view from the outside. There was no windows or anything. There are windows on those ships, but there was no like obvious location where the bridge was based on looking on the outside. So these ships might be entirely flown with like sensor readouts and stuff. I don't know, or view screens, like little computer monitors or something. If we actually want to fly this ship real quick, I'll just show you. Here it is zoomed out. I like the way the engines look on this ship. Very nice, very nice. I'm just gonna go forward real quick so you can see how fast it's accelerating. It's not too amazing on the acceleration, and that's okay because the gravity on these ships. No, not the gravity. What am I talking about? The thrust on these ships are supposed to be slow. Oh fuck! I'm gonna knock my pod out of the way. Shit! There it goes. Oh god. See if I could back up a bit. It's back here. Okay, that thing is fucking going away. So I'm just gonna pilot this thing underneath the next shuttle I'm going, so I don't have to fly for miles in space and take time. So these ships are supposed to be slow, so there's not really a lot of thrust on it anyways. If you want to know the stats, I can tell you. It's 202 blocks, 53 meters long, 15 meters high, 32 meters wide. It has 20,000 power at 10,403 power per second, 238 thrust, 7,000 shields at 464 shields a second. It's got 0.5 recovery and 26 blocks. I don't know. That's just the stats. I don't really care for that stuff. I want to talk about that in a bit as well. But yeah, that's the Mars shuttle. So there you go. In case you're wondering, I'm not going to be putting these in a download or updating the download for the ships in the description. Not on this video, not until I finish the other two shuttles or this big fucker in the background that I'll show you in a minute. Excuse me. So here we have the Minmatar ship. So let me just show you a very nice view of this motherfucker, somewhat obscured by the ship below it. So here is the Minmatar shuttle. Pretty fucking cool if you ask me. I'm just gonna make one of these and fly my ass down here because I don't want to take forever. Also, this one is unarmed. This one's a little bit more luxurious inside. Where the fuck did the... Okay. Oh, the lovely. I just broke my fucking spaceship. This one is a little bit more luxurious on the inside, and it's more spacious. I don't actually know if... I think these guys actually have more compact ships than the Amar, so I could be totally wrong. There's the air dock, obviously. Here's the area for people to sit in, because this is, like I said, a personnel transport. Back here we have the pod for the ship. We have viewports. There's 4 viewports on each ship, by the way. I just didn't show you on the MR one. I don't really feel like getting back into it to show you anyway. So here's the 4 viewports on this ship. And if we fly real quick, you could see just how fast this thing accelerates. Not really fast at all. That might be a problem, because this is supposed to be from the race that has the most or the fastest ships. I can't fucking speak, I am sorry. I'm not thinking of what I'm talking about. I'm doing this way far too often in my recent videos. So there's that. In terms of stats, if you want to know the stats, it's 492 blocks, 48 meters long, 35 meters high, 62 meters wide, 20,248.3 power at 14,900.3 energy per second, 464 thrust, 4,460 shields at 333 per second, 0.5 recovery. There's your stats for this ship. You can tell me whether that's shit or not. It probably is shit, to be honest. I don't really care. Excuse me while I wait for the lag spike to be over, and I apologize if my voice got turned into a demon. I really don't want that happening. In the front, or no, up here, actually, we have an observation deck because there's windows. Just thought that was nice. I wanted these windows to be seen, but I didn't want them to have to, like, fucking crane their neck 90 degrees in order to look out the fucking window. Jesus. Here's the bridge. It's really small compared to the MR one. It's actually about the same size, but you can't get in front of the ship seat. Captain seat. I don't fucking know what I'm saying. I am so sorry. God damn. So fucking that's cool. I think it looks pretty neat. So we can get out of this and I'll go show you some of my other stuff. And just like fucking eject out of here. I have exited the gravity of the Minmatar shuttle. Hell yeah. I most certainly have. So let's get inside this. So yeah, like I was saying, you can tell me whether the stats on my ship are good or not, or these two ships are good or not. I don't really care if they are, and I don't really know if I'll be able to change them in the future. In the future, I may go over and redo these ships as like a Mark II. And the only reason is because aesthetically, they aren't very pleasing in terms of StarCraft. Starmade? Jesus Christ. Fuck me, right? So we have, you know, it's kind of chunky. I don't know if there's a way I can really fix that and make it look better for either of these ships. I do like the wings on the Minmatar ship, but, you know, it's just the way that I have to build them to make them accurate to, like, you know, the way they're fucking angled and all this stuff. It's very hard and very difficult and obnoxious sometimes, and it makes it look very, very weird. Especially like right here, if you look at this, like this section right here, it's like a zigzag of gray hull all the way up this wing. From the side, it looks fine, but like when you look at it from like a different angle, it looks strange, and it bugs me that I have to settle with that. But at the same time, I have to settle with that. But if there's a way I can increase the looks of these in the future, I'd be building them with like Starmade solely in mind and not dimensions really from Eve, or proportions for that matter, and I would be redesigning them as Starmade ships instead of Eve replicas. And I think that'd be pretty cool because then you get two versions of the same ship. So lastly, I'm gonna fly over to this pod here, get in, and show you the Badger, which I've been working on. You may or may not have seen this. It was in my last video. Incomplete. It's still incomplete. I've done some work on it. As you can see, there's like all the lights and stuff. It's looking pretty damn good. Ignore the red dots. Those are, or the red blocks. Those are just markers for me to know where the edges of things are and pointed stuff is. It's fucking builder stuff. Get over it. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do on this. There's a whole bunch of details on the outside. There's engines that I have to finish. The inside entirely has to be done. There's going to be like storage stuff in here because this is a storage ship. So there's all that good stuff. One thing I'd like to note is that all the large enough ships that I build will have an area accessible for the pod. Like I said, ships in Eve are controlled by the pod, and if we come down here, you can actually see that there is like this little chamber with a docking module, and if I can get my ass in here and turn this on. Oh, wrong one. Why? I'm just fucking dumb. Jesus. So it's covers up, looks pretty similar to the gray hull, so it almost blends in perfectly. I figure this is the best location for the pod. I don't actually know where it would be. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that I have to add onto the front here for mostly crew quarters. I'm also assuming there's a command center on this bridge, albeit it might be small. There's a tactical bridge as well, which is this area here with the cockpit, and I'll show you that right now. There's crew quarters and all sorts of stuff that I have to add to the insides of this. I like the bridge on this ship though. It's very roomy, very spacious, and it makes sense, I feel. It makes sense in my opinion. It looks really nice. So there's like two pilots here flying the ship, and then there's like two other people relaying information or something. So that's pretty cool. So there's that, and you know, in the future I'll show you the finished product when I finish the rest of it. I think this will be the last update I give you on this one. I've been so busy on a server for Minecraft, making the map and making up lore and stuff like that, that I just don't have time to play this game or anything else really, even though I fucking do play other games. I don't have time to like spend hours or days on this shit, so I do apologize that there hasn't been enough content lately. When that server stuff is over, you will see a whole bunch of trailers for it and stuff like that, possibly time lapses if I get the opportunity to. After that, Feed the Beast will return as well. This is like the news segment, by the way. yeah, Feed the Beast. I would like to return to that and finish what I started there, which can take a while, which is why it's really bad that I haven't done it in a while. I should be posting one of those videos at least once a week, and I'm not. Definitely a problem. Um, so Feed the Beast will come back. If I can film Skyrim, I'm going to be filming Felskar. I don't really know if you guys are going to be interested in it. It's like a new major massive mod for Skyrim. I haven't started it yet, but it sounds cool, and I think I'll try it. But that's only if my computer doesn't let me down and fails at recording Skyrim. So you may see some of that in the future. One last thing I would like to say to anyone that fucking does this or, cares. Recently, like I said in the previous video, I signed up with TGN, and not only that, but my videos have like exploded in terms of numbers that I get a day, the views I get a day, and the subscribers I've gotten. I'm like at 1,000 subscribers now, and only like 3 weeks ago I was at 500, and it's taking me a year and a half to get to 500 subscribers, so it's really crazy that it just went like, it went past exponential growth rate and just fucking doubled in like a fraction of the time it took me to get that number of 500 subscribers. So that's really crazy. But I also realized that I was probably more exposed to haters because I got a whole bunch more haters on my channel. And I don't know if they're kidding, I don't know if they're trolling, I don't really care, but like people are calling me noob and shit, or they're calling me out on the fact that I don't know something. And it's not like it's happened a lot, and it's not like it's an issue for my channel, it's just I'd like to say that I don't really play to be some hardcore gamer. I don't play because, I want to fucking impress people with my awesome skills or my knowledge of a game. I play to have fun. That's it. I just want to enjoy the game, and I don't really care if I fucking get every achievement on an Xbox game or every trophy on a PS4, even though I don't own a PS4. Or a PS4 game, or PS3, sorry. Jesus, what am I talking about? Nobody has PS4 yet. Fuck me. God. It's like 7 in the morning. I don't even know what I'm doing. I've been up all night. Anyway, yeah, I don't try and be hardcore elite gamer, fucking 360 no scope and insta kill your ass all the time when I play games. That's just not how I roll. I tried that for like 2 weeks and I fucking hated it because I did not want to spend that much time in a video game doing the same shit over, trying to be so fucking good. It's a waste of time. Play the game to fucking enjoy it and be done with it. If you know you're good and you're like unnaturally talented at a game, fucking enter competitions and shit like that and win millions of dollars. I don't care. Go for it. But I play to have fun. Right now I'm playing Starmade to replicate EVE Online ships, regardless as to whether the stats on them are good or any of that shit. Like somebody fucking yelled at me. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? I gotta find it now. God damn it, where the fuck did it... That thing. Do you see this thing? This is the salvage ship that I made when I first started playing this game so I could start harvesting resources at like an alarming rate. And people fucking were like, that salvage ship sucks. Like, no fucking shit, you retard. I fucking said that in my video. What the fuck did you not hear? That, like, I fucking admitted that this thing sucked. And you guys still have to post comments about, wow, you're such a noob, your salvage ship sucks. I fucking know, dude. Like, I said it in my video. Like, it's just, it's not the fact that people are, like, trying to piss me off or calling me noob that upsets me. It's the fact that they're fucking so stupid, these people. And not only that, but they have, like, really fucking weird YouTube channels. Like they like and watch a whole bunch of weird shit. There's one guy called like Epic Metalness, and if he watches my video, fucking great. He has like a pirate hat and an eye patch photoshopped onto his profile picture, and he watches the weirdest shit on YouTube. So I don't really take your fucking suggestion for how I should play my game with a grain of salt at all. But like, what the fuck? That's just, it's just weird that these people think they have like, like they have any like judgment over me. Like, what? I'm not gonna take you seriously. I don't even give a fuck if you call me a noob to begin with. But that's just hilarious that you come up here with a fucking eye patch photoshopped onto your YouTube profile. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Anyway, that's my little rant, and I hope you fucking thoroughly enjoyed it. Comment, rate, favorite, subscribe. Tell me what you think of this shit. Tell me what you think of my fucking... Please tell me you love my salvage cannon. I just fucking cry. This is the most beautiful salvage ship ever, clearly. I mean, it's just ingenious design. Look at the fucking thrusters. Not exposed to the enemy. The salvage ship is entirely armored by the salvage cannons, and if it gets taken out, the armor, there's still salvage cannons to spare. I mean, it's actually quite genius. So fuck you guys. If you like it, thumbs up my video. I don't know why I'm asking you to do that, but go for it. Anyway, tell me what you think of my shit. Like I said, these will be available for download when I complete the other 2 shuttles for the other 2 races, just not this time. Sorry guys, I'll still have the link for the drones and all that other stuff. And that's it. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.